Today we're going to talk about your favorite subject, brothers' favorites. Not the women. We ain't talking about the women. We talk about the white man today. We're going to talk about why white people hate black people. Why white? Because that's the question. Why white people hate black people? And when I say black people, you meet brothers and sisters. No, I'm talking about y'all too. They like to exclude themselves. That's not me. You're speaking Spanish. Yeah, you too. Me, you're no negro. Yeah, you are. So, with all the recent killings, many Christian blacks are confused as to why white people hate black people. And black ministers have no scriptural answers. No scriptural answers. So today we want to see what God says about this thing. I want to open up with the first video in California with the man holding the sign.
Hey, boss man, when I get home today, I'm gonna pray for you, man. I'm gonna pray for you, brother.
Hey, pray for that ugly ass car you drive.
I'm gonna pray for you, boss.
Pray for that ugly ass car you drive.
I got 5 cars. This is just one of them. But I'm gonna pray for you, boss man.
So that was it. Just cut right there. So all you homeless niggas, go back to Africa. You know, white people like to say that thing, go back to Africa. Now, give me Jeremiah 3:17. Give me Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 17. Let me tell y'all, everybody, after Babylon the Great is destroyed, we all going back to Africa. I'm telling you straight. Y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you, we going back. But watch. Read that, Jeremiah 3:17.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 17. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord.
They shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord. And in case you didn't know it, I'm going to show you today, Jerusalem is on the continent of Africa. Go ahead.
And at that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it.
And all the nations shall be gathered unto it. When it says all the nations, talking about Israel coming out of all nations. Go ahead.
To the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem, neither shall they walk any more after the imaginations of their evil heart.
Because Jerusalem will be the capital of the earth. Just like Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States of America, Jerusalem is going to be the capital of the entire planet Earth. Now, let me show y'all something. Watch this. Many times when you think of Africa, you don't think the land of Israel at all. And I discussed it before, and I'm going to go into a little more detail. Give me, just popped in my mind, Leviticus.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
Read.
After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
So we will go into the land of Canaan. The land of Canaan is the land of Israel. That's Africa. Now, you can walk from Egypt into Israel, but today doing that, because we often say you can walk, but there's a problem. When you look at a map, it's not the way it used to be. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Watch this. I want you to look up on Google, Suez Canal. How many of you heard of the Suez Canal? Okay. Actually, I think I put a photo of it on GroupMe. Just click the photo. I want y'all to see. Y'all see in red, it says Suez Canal. Y'all see that, right? The Suez Canal connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. Now, watch this. I'll keep that right there. Look up Suez Canal. Watch this. Okay, Suez Canal. Can you read that, Officer Leon?
Suez Canal. The Suez Canal is an artificial sea level waterway in Egypt, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea through the Isthmus of Suez.
Click it so we can see the rest. Go ahead, read.
constructed by the Suez Canal Company between 1859
Remember that year, 1859?
and 1869.
So 10 years it took them to artificially create the Suez Canal. Go ahead.
It was officially opened on the 17th of November, 1869.
Now go back out and let's get images. Because we showed you a little drawing, but let's look at the actual Suez Canal. What they did, the white man, the Suez Canal is 79 feet deep. They cut Egypt from Israel on purpose, artificially created this thing. They created this thing. Give me the next image. Go back out. 79 feet deep between Israel and Africa. That's what they did. They chopped it off. Watch. You see how big that thing is? Now, look up the term. Remember, it said it opened up when 1869, right?
Yes.
Look up, write this in, type the term Middle East. Write it just like that. Read that, Officer Leon.
The term Middle East may have originated in the 1850s in the British India Office. However, it became more widely known when American naval strategist Alfred Thayer Mahan used the term in 1902 to designate the area between Arabia and India.
So, what they did, notice, remember it was opened 1869. Now in 1902, the term was already in the 1850s, but it became popular in 1902. So when you think of Israel, you don't think Africa at all. It was done systematically by design. Not only do they put it in books, they separate it, but visually they chopped it off from there. Everybody understand what's going on here? So you say, oh, Israel's in the Middle East. People go Arab or white people. That's the first thought in their head. Nobody ever thinks Africa.
That shows you how consistent they are in different realms of their world. Their educators will go along with their historians. Their archaeologists, their builders, their construction, all of that will fit one thing. That shows you that they're unified in different aspects of their world.
Their educators, like you said, the school system goes along with that. So all our kids, all of us have been taught Israel is in the Middle East. First thought, Arabia or white people. We never think Africa.
Right. They say, we're going to build it, but you teach it, you put it in church, you put it on TV, all those different avenues saying the same thing.
Exactly. So, give me Daniel 11:14 first. I like Daniel 11:14. Come on.
Daniel chapter 11, verse 14. And in those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south.
The king of the south is the Ptolemy dynasty, which ruled Egypt. Go ahead.
Also the robbers of thy people.
The robbers of our people were the Herodians. Not the Herodians, the people of Herod. What was the father's first name, the first guy?
Antipater.
Antipater, thank you. They are the robbers of our people. They robbed our identity. Read that part again also.
Also the robbers of thy people shall exalt themselves.
Also the robbers of thy people shall exalt themselves. Exalt themselves as what? The Jews. Go ahead.
To establish the vision.
How far did they go to establish the vision? They built the Suez Canal to separate Egypt, to separate Israel from Africa. I word it like that. To separate Israel from Africa. Go ahead.
But they shall fall.
Y'all see that? But they shall what?
Fall.
Exactly. Right. Thank you, Deacon Athan. When you look at the eugenics tree, can you pull up that eugenics tree? Remember, the word eugenics means good birth. Let's look at some of these, good birth of white genes. Let's look down at the roots. Let me look. Y'all see at the bottom? You got geology right there. Let me look. See geography in the center. Do y'all see geography? Right next to law. So you might ask, well, how geography fits in that? Remember, they built that Suez Canal that separated Israel from Africa. And remember, another class we went over, Ptolemy turned the map upside down so that the dark nations would be on the bottom and the European nations would be on the top. He was the orchestrator of that. Give me a map of Egypt. Give me a map of Egypt. Let me prove my point. Okay, look. Do y'all see how, just that one right over here? Okay, whichever one. You see how it says Lower Egypt is at the top and Upper Egypt is at the bottom? That used to always bug me out years ago. Like, why is Upper Egypt at the bottom? Then through research, we found out Ptolemy, the white man, turned the maps upside down. That's what he did. That's why the upper is at the bottom and the lower is at the top. Make no daggone sense. It's supposed to be the other way around. So Ptolemy the Greek did that thing. He was the orchestrator of that. Now his fellow white men came behind him and said, you know what? We need to separate the land of Israel from Africa. Let's build a canal, the Suez Canal, 79 feet deep. The thing is about, I forgot how many miles wide it is. Okay, so you can't no longer just walk. These people, I tell you, these people, oh my Lord in heaven, they're all the devil the box. Okay, so now let's get to the topic. Give me the first video. Says the Bart. No, give me Fred. His name is the brother. I sent you his name. You got it?
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop, did you
Yes.
want Isaiah 34? The controversy?
Oh, yeah. Isaiah 34. Yes, I forgot about that. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
There is a controversy of Zion. The controversy is who the people of God really are. That's the controversy in the earth. Who does the land of Israel really belong to? That's a controversy in the earth. That is the controversy of Zion. Everybody see that? Okay. So this is it? Yeah, Frederick Taft. Thank you.
The family is convinced this was racially motivated murder. It's at Pan American Park in Long Beach, a family in mourning for 57-year-old Frederick Taft. Long Beach police say Taft was shot and killed in the park bathroom on Saturday afternoon.
I was into the men's restroom. When you turn that corner, it wasn't even 10 seconds, I heard the shots.
Posey says the man was white and wearing a big hat that covered his face. He ran off before they could get a good look at him. Right now, police don't have a motive, but Taft's family is convinced this was a hate crime.
It was nothing but a racist hate crime, and this needs to stop.
According to the family, this park bench, a possible clue. It's been painted over since Saturday, but witnesses say 3 white men inscribed a racial slur against black people that morning.
He didn't deserve this at all, just, it's cold-blooded murder.
The family now hoping for information leading to the suspect's arrest or for that man to turn himself in.
So when you look up, I was looking up Frederick Taft, and they said he was a truck driver. The man went to the bathroom to pee and got blasted, a hole blasted in his chest. And an Edomite ran out with his shotgun, just ran out. So the question always is to black Christians, they always confuse, why do white people hate black people? Give me the next video. Give me the one that says he was wiping, oh, let me see.
Bishop, you know
Yes.
what that's also called?
What?
Y'all gonna terrorism.
Yes.
That
Yes.
fits the definition. I'm gonna tell you, 'cause some of y'all may not understand what I mean by that. That's terrorism. Here's a man that's trying to earn a living, driving a truck, and he stops to use the bathroom. That's what people do.
He was at a family reunion and went to the bathroom.
He went to the bath. But it's normal to go to the bathroom,
Right.
is it not? He goes into the bathroom and he gets killed
Correct.
by white folks.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that supposed to do? Now you got to think. Should I use the bathroom
Exactly.
with white people around?
There you go.
You're the victims of terrorism. That's what terrorists do.
And a black minister will say, "For God so loved the world."
Right.
Daddy, oh, shut the hell up.
Once you have to contemplate whether I can use the bathroom in public, and you have to think you're the victim. That's what terrorists
When these
victims
black
think
preachers
about.
say that, we need to shove a Bible right in his mouth to shut him up.
That's
How
terrorism.
stupid they are. Give me Ving Rhames. That's what I want, Ving Rhames. Now, Ving Rhames had kept this secret for a while, okay, because this happened around when one of the brothers, I think it was Trayvon Martin, one of them got killed. He didn't want it to go out in the media, but now it finally came out. Read this, Officer Leon.
Ving Rhames, near-death encounter with the Santa Monica Police Department. During an interview with Sirius XM's The Clay Kane Show, Ving Rhames revealed his near-deadly interaction with the Santa Monica Police Department while watching television in his own home. The veteran, a Hollywood actor, who has starred in movies like Pulp Fiction, Baby Boy, Undisputed, and most recently Mission Impossible Fallout, described what happened when asked by Kane about his experiences as a black man and racism. According to Rhames, he was in his house in Santa Monica watching television when police officers knocked on the door with a gun aimed at him, asking him to open the door. They were responding to a call from one of his neighbors who claimed a large black man was breaking into the house. After being recognized by one of the officers due to their children playing sports against each other, the officers and Rhames approached the neighbor who placed the call about the suspected burglary, and the person denied it.
There's a lot in that. That, again, terrorism. You could be in your own house. Guns are drawn. For what? Because somebody said something. And it was only because the child recognized it. That's basically what saved his life.
Rhames, who was originally from New York City, questioned the officers by asking what would have happened if his son answered the door with a video game controller in his hand. He also mentioned the Sean Bell incident that took place in New York City in 2006. Bell was killed by New York Police Department, NYPD, officers who, while heading home from a bachelor party in Queens. The Clay Kane Show can be found on Sirius XM's Urban's View channel from Sundays to Fridays.
So, you got to think about it. He's a famous Hollywood actor, rich. If it'll happen to him, how much more are people who are not famous?
That's the terrorism that I was talking about.
And the cop recognized him not because of his acting, but because his son, their sons play on the same, against each other in sports.
That's the part I was making. Had it not been for that, Ving Rhames would have never probably told that story. He'd been dead.
Exactly. So why do white people hate us? Let's go to, they was wiping the blood off the knife.
KPIX 5 News.
A heartbroken mother sharing her pain after her daughter is stabbed and killed at a BART station, an attack that appeared to be random. Good afternoon, I'm Kenny Choi.
And I'm Michelle Griego. Right now, there is a police manhunt for the killer. The attack happened around 9:45 last night at the MacArthur BART station in Oakland. KPIX 5's Jessica Flores has an exclusive interview with the victim's mother. Jessica?
Michelle, Kenny, that's right. We're here at the MacArthur BART station, and things are running smoothly back to normal here. But here's why you know things aren't normal. Look at these flowers. People leaving this to Nia Wilson and her family. That's the victim. I spoke to her mother this morning. She says she just wants justice for her daughter.
I feel like I didn't protect her like I was supposed to. Little sister was the most sweetest person on this earth, you know? She didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't do nothing to nobody. And for this to happen is just outright crazy. We just coming from a family function, you know, and going on our way home like we usually don't talk to nobody, just listening to our music. And all of a sudden we transfer, and just to get blindsided by a maniac. For what? I don't know why. We was letting the BART passenger and her child come out from the train so we can enter. By the time my other little sister, she was on train. So we let the woman back up with her stroller. You know, she backed up as we walking on, then he started attacking. And I looked back and he was wiping off his knife and stood at the stairs and just looked. And then from there on, I was caring for my sister. I was in shock because I was hurting from the side. So I didn't know I was cut, but because I was paying more attention to my little sister. But he just stood there like it was nothing. And he just ran. He fled the scene. She just yelled my name, Tifa, Tifa, Tifa. And I said, I got you, baby, I got you. You just calm down, because she has real bad anxiety.
And what did you say to her in those final moments as you were with her?
I love her. And we're gonna get through this. I got you. You're my baby sister.
Nia Wilson's mother facing an unimaginable task, choosing pictures to remember her. Just 18 years old, she was riding Bart home to Oakland last night when police say a suspect stabbed and killed Nia in a random attack on the MacArthur Station platform.
Getting reports that someone got stabbed in the neck about mid-platform.
This man just came and did all this to my baby, though. My baby. My baby.
Nia's family says she was with her two sisters, getting off the train, helping a woman with a stroller when the man stabbed Nia and her older sister. The suspect, described as a white man in his 20s or 30s with short hair and a heavy build, got away. The random violence comes just months after two riders survived a stabbing attack at the Coliseum station and after BART police announced it's stepping up foot patrols to curb crime.
Where was the police? Right. Why was my baby? Why did y'all said y'all was gonna have people on the platform? Where was the people?
BART says an officer was at the station. It's unclear, though, if the officer was on the platform. This morning, we asked a BART official if riders should be worried about their safety.
The situation on BART isn't any different this morning than it is any other morning, so we feel that it is a very safe system.
But riders we spoke to are on edge after the attack.
It was the first thing this morning that my husband told me, and he was worried about me getting on BART.
So the white man, the devil, was on a train standing behind these two black women, stabbed the younger one in the throat and sliced the other one, then walked off, wiping his knife off. That was the other video that we saw. Give me the father now, her father, Nia Wilson's father. Listen to how horrible this is. Listen to the background.
All I know is my daughter called me crying hysterically. I couldn't understand what she was talking about. She told me to get here to MacArthur BART. I get here, I see all the police and ambulance, and I run up the platform and I see my youngest daughter laying up under a tarp dead, you know? I want justice for my daughter. I want justice for my daughter. Please help me get justice for my daughter. Man, I work at Highland Hospital. I see this every single day. I never imagined myself going through nothing like this. That's my baby girl laying up there. You know, I want justice for my daughter, you know.
What did the police tell you about the suspect? Did they tell you anything?
I haven't heard anything from anybody, except a few witnesses said it was some white guy in a red striped shirt who just stabbed my daughter randomly and ran off.
Man, I'm sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear
This,
that.
This is the parents' worst nightmare. I see this, I watch this on TV. I never imagined this happening.
So now, give me the next one, the news outlet, what the news attempted to do. The news media works with the eugenics, because you know what they do. They try to sully the young lady. Go ahead.
During a broadcast report about the murder of Nia Wilson, an 18-year-old black girl, Oakland station KTVU showed a photo of Wilson holding what appeared to be a gun. Wilson was in fact holding a gun-shaped phone case, reports Refinery29.com.
So the phone case she had looked like a gun, but it was not a gun. It was a cell phone charger. Go ahead.
The photo has already been used on social media to blame Wilson for her own murder.
You see how Esau do? Go ahead.
Artist Shani Jamila says the decision to use that photo on air was a crime upon a crime. The choice to show a photo of Nia in her phone was a deliberate misrepresentation to create an automatic distancing. The image insinuates maybe she did something to deserve this. One of the first things Nia's sister said was that we should not believe whatever media spin might emerge in the midst of her mourning. She knew that her sister's character was likely to be maligned. The use of the photo can be seen as an attempt to dismiss her humanity and silence those who view her death as a racially motivated attack. Such depictions reinforce unconscious bias, particularly against people of color, who are overrepresented in stories about crime and violence. Studies have shown that when it comes to TV news coverage, Black and Hispanic people are overrepresented as criminals, whereas whites are overrepresented as victims.
Okay. Look for the photo of her. Okay. Look at this. Read this off, Leon. Blow it up big.
KTVU has another oh crap moment, this time on Nia Wilson murder. Update. Picture of victim holding gun was no gun. Somerville says sorry on behalf of station. You would think they'd have learned by now. How could KTVU let the photo of the stabbing victim, Nia Wilson, make it on the air? It's new news. That's a jinx spot. Incredible. Indefensible, too. The suspect in the murder case has been apprehended. KTVU has more explaining to do. Again, update. The picture of Nia Wilson appears to show her holding a gun. In fact, the photo is that of a cell phone case. It could be interpreted as an honest mistake by KTVU, but given their 2013 Ascena Airlines fake names blunder, they should have been more careful, much more careful. Anchor Frank Somerville once again had to apologize for the station.
Zoom in on those 4 pictures because this is the alleged gun. It was a cell phone case. But they put it out there like she was some criminal. That's what they do. That's what your friendly neighborhood white man does with our people. Black and Hispanic. Okay, so y'all see the phone charging right there in the case. All right.
So she was stabbed because she had that?
That's what the white media, that's what the media is
basically
trying to
what
say.
they're saying. This is a total separate picture. I'm not dismissing this because, but for the media to do that and to associate the picture with the reason why she got stabbed shows you the absolute contempt that they have for us. And you want to know what's more heavy about that? This is the importance of imagery in itself. Because if we were more of a unified people, it would be like that situation that happened with that Moabite on that plane when they dragged him. When situations like this happen, no turkey should be sold on Thanksgiving at all. From
And
black
no Christmas tree
no
bought.
Christmas tree, no Easter eggs. That's how you're gonna get some kind of respect. The man talking, how could the news people do? You want to know why to do it? Because we don't do anything. There's no support. There's no unity, no nothing. And another one bites the dust.
Exactly. Deacon Yalsab, when you talk about imagery, right? That's what it is. What they does, I don't know if you all notice, but what they does is if somebody commit a crime, if a black brother commit a crime, or a crime is committed by a black person, they're gonna say a black guy did this or did that. And so forth. But anytime it's a white person commit that crime, they're going to just say a male.
Right, or the suspect.
Or a suspect. You understand? But if it's somebody of color, they're going to say a black man or a black woman did commit so and such crime. And when they do that, that's why imagery is very important. It put that stigma out there that all our people is about is murder, killing, violence. You understand? When Esau be doing a bunch of evil stuff. So when you hear the news now and it says a suspect committed a crime or a man committed a crime, usually it's white, it's Edomites. But they don't say that. They don't say that. So that's how they also plant that seed in people's mind to watch at us in an evil way as criminals.
And here's another thing that often people miss. Although as tragic as these things are, and we want immediate results, and we say, where was the police? Because I heard a woman said there need to be more security and things like this here. The problem cannot be fixed with a police type of situation because the problem was not 100% created by the police. You got to understand something outside of us just being sinful, but I'm just talking about in terms of what's going on out here in society. You have a system that educates everybody that we ain't nothing. You have us in the rap world and doing different things that put our women as nothing. We do things to each other that tells the world that we don't value each other. So you wonder why people just do these random things, and you wonder why the news do what they do, why they say this about, because our image is filthy. And until we recognize that all of these different things play a part in the negative imagery that causes these incidents to happen, this is just playing game. Oh, where was the police? Do you think the police can fix people's minds? The hell is wrong with people? People's minds have been shaped to view you as nothing. And then we reinforce it with these filthy videos and the other things that we do against each other. It has to begin with us as men. That's the part that I'm getting to. We have to make sure that the image about our people is changed. That's how we have to make sure that we don't do things that fortify this kind of imagery.
Now that's good. All that you said is 100% correct. But guess what? Why white people hate us? See, remember the people in the church. The people in the church that got shot by Dylan Roof, they was praying for everybody. We pray for white folks in China. He said, bam, 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 bam. They didn't do nothing.
No.
So why do white people hate black people? It still comes back to that. Give me Leviticus 26.
There you go, Bishop. Go ahead.
That's right, verse 17. We got to go back to God. What does the Most High say about this thing? You got Israelite women doing videos talking about, just tell us why you hate us so much. And I'm looking at their simple video. So y'all simple as hell. You need to get off the video if you don't know why. Read that.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you.
What's that word?
They that hate you.
They that hate you. Go ahead.
Shall reign over you.
Shall rule over you. That's your friendly neighborhood white man. God tells us prophetically, those that hate you will rule over you. So don't ask why.
Exactly.
When the Most High is telling us for our disobedience to his laws, those that hate you shall rule over you.
Exactly. So in understanding that, because that's what the scriptures say. If we recognize that the people that are over us hate us, how should we deal with each other? Which is what my point was earlier. Right. How should we deal with our brothers and sisters? How should we deal whenever something wrong happens to one of us? I'm talking about those out here in the society. Because in here, that's how we're going to get down. You deal this with one of us, we're going to band together. We're going to make sure that you feel what you, well, I don't mean into nothing wicked. I better be careful. Huh? Yeah, because they're going to be like, we're going to go out there, yeah. But y'all understand what I mean?
Yes.
It's good. The world going to know it. The world going to know it. But that's how our people got to be on the outside.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.